person who inspired me the most to start this YouTube journey finally has a feature film in theaters. But what did I think of it? I've been following the journey of Shelby Oaks for, I think, years now, ever since it was announced. And it was announced that you could back the film and help contribute to its production. So I did contribute some money to the film. I am on the poster that was released just recently that has the list of everyone who contributed to help making the film, which is awesome. I love that I helped, even just in the tiniest way, to make his dream become a reality. But I wanted to go into this movie with an open mind and not look at it as this is Chris Stuckmann's movie. I want to look at it as this is a new movie releasing. What did I think of it? My genuine, unbiased thoughts. And I did really find this to be an unnerving and really solid horror film, super tight and well shot. The movie has super short runtime, which I appreciated. Time from me walking into the theater to leaving, it felt like this. It was very brief, and I like that. It has a brisk pacing. I think the only thing that is holding it back a little bit is that the characters are a bit lackluster. The basics of what the goal is. The main character is searching for her sister, who she really believes is alive, but everyone else is telling her she's dead. And I thought that there could have been more character development, but the mystery at its core is engaging. I found myself to be locked in throughout, and I didn't really find it to drag ever here or there. What's also impressive about it is that it doesn't feel like a low budget feature. It felt like I was watching, not $100 million movie, but it looked, at least in the low teens. I don't know about you, but I can tell when I'm watching a lower budget project, and I think that Neon buying this, they definitely did some cleanups here and there, I've heard. But I think it's impressive nonetheless to make something for, I believe, just a little over $2 million, definitely under the $5 million mark, with decent scares. There was one jump scare that actually kind of jolted in my seat, and also creepy sound work that helps create the eerie atmosphere. And I really felt seeing in the theater that was the best way to see it, and it was atmospheric. It's a well-shot movie. I visually liked how it looks. It looks not like a lower budget project for one. The lighting and the framing, it all really works, and it's something to aspire to do for myself. I aspire to make something that is really something to be proud of, that isn't just a horror movie. It's really tackling a journey through grief and loss, attempting to find someone that everyone is convincing you is dead, but they're still alive out there, and you believe that. Chris has obviously talked about his personal connection to that story, and I think that shines through. It's not this extremely emotional movie, but I think that the story at its core, you can tell that there's passion behind it, and that always is a positive. The performances are also really good. Camille Sullivan does a great job leading the movie, and Sarah Durn, for the limited amount of screen time that she has, she really creeped me out. I think she does a really good job of just visually, from her facial expressions, carrying the weight of this person who has been, without getting into spoilers, had such a tormented couple years. The score is also eerie, and I really dug that part too. Also, one of the biggest parts about making this such an unnerving experience is watching the VHS tapes, the integration of that. It starts off as a faux documentary, and then it cuts to a regular narrative feature. I thought that was a great way to just hook me from the start, starting off in the documentarian style. You've seen these tapes, and you're watching as our characters are watching sometimes, or you're just watching as an audience member, and the score will either be very minimal or the sound will just cut and you're just watching, and there's this real tension that is built throughout. The ending is also really interesting, and I think it does feel a little bit abrupt, but I liked it in concept. I think in execution it did feel a little too rushed. I was like, oh, that's it? And I wasn't expecting it. It's interesting. I appreciate the boldness of it, but I think it could have landed just a little bit stronger, maybe with a more fleshed out runtime script. But I like that it also doesn't answer everything. There's a lot left unanswered, and that kind of, in this case, that doesn't work for every movie, but in the case of Shelby Oaks, I liked that you don't know everything about the history of what's going on really underneath this town. So I was left very impressed with Stuckmann's directorial debut. It's unnerving with decent scares and engaging mystery that had me intrigued throughout, and I was interested to see where it was going to continue on going. Great performances, really nice sound design and score, and while it does end a little bit abruptly, I still was left leaving satisfied. I'm going to give Shelby Oaks a B, and I would recommend seeing this one in a theater. There's an argument to be made that horror is the most atmospheric genre to see in a theater, so really the best experience you're going to get is in a theater. Obviously, supporting an independent movie is also another great thing, so if you can, see it in a theater. Be sure to leave your thoughts on the movie down below in the comments. If you've seen it, what did you think of it? I want to thank you so much for watching this review, and as always, if you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and look forward to more content coming soon. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.